Good morning, students. Welcome to today's biology class. Hope you all have enjoyed your Raksha Bandhan. So, come back to your studies. And we'll start with today's lesson for clarifying your doubts which have been asked by me in through Google Forms. Okay. So, only 3 or 4 responses I have received. And in that, one thing I want to tell you students that if you are asking your doubts, please ask in a clear manner. One of you have written your doubt in short form like PS4. I didn't understand what is that PS4. So your doubt remain unexplained. So please write your doubts in explanatory form. Okay, in full form. Got it? So let us start by today's class with the doubt clarification. The doubts which I received as your responses are as follows. First one is, what are petals? Second one, doubt is related to parts of seed. Third one is kinds of leaf venation, functions of leaves and modification of leaves. And the last doubt is, what is calyx? So let us start with your first doubt, which is, what is petals? As I have told you that flower as a whole consists of several rulls. And the second rull of the flower is called as corolla. Okay. And this rull consists of various basic units, and these basic units are nothing but brightly colored leaf-like structure. So in this figure you are observing this red color leaves. Okay, so these leaves can be of any color. Okay, yellow, white, any color, pink, like that. Okay, as it depends on the flower. So the colored leaves or the colored part of the flower, they are known as petals, and petals are the basic unit which forms the second rull of the flower called as corolla. Or you can define petals are those brightly colored leaf-like structures which forms the next inner rull after the sepals. These green leaves are the sepals. So next to it is the brightly colored leaves, and these are known as petals. Okay, and these are brightly colored just to attract the insects for pollination. Then students, your next doubt is related to the parts of seed. As I have already explained you that the seeds are of two types, monocot and dicot, but the basic structure of seed remains same in both the types. And if we talk about the parts of seed, then a seed consists of 3 main parts. Okay, one the first one is your seed coat. Okay, then embryo, third one is cotyledon, 4 parts, and the fourth one is endosperm. So the outermost hard covering, this outermost hard covering of the seed is called as seed coat, and it is mainly for giving the protection to the seeds. This seed coat also helps in the absorption of water and helps the seed to become soft. As the result, as they are going to absorb the water and they become soft, so it is very easy to remove the seed coat during the process of germination. Then the second part of your seed is embryo. See, you can observe here in this dicot seed, this is the embryo, and in monocot seed, this is the embryo. Okay, so what is embryo? It is the tiny structure which is present at the base of the seed leaves. Okay, and seedlings grow from the embryo. Seedlings means the plumule and the radicle, it grows from this embryo part only. Okay, and the embryo consists of 2 main parts. Embryo itself consists of 2 main parts. In the first part is radicle. Radicle develops into root after the germination of seed, And the second part is plumule, which grows into the shoot after the germination. The third part is the cotyledon. Cotyledons are, see, in the dicot seed, this part is the cotyledon, okay, and this green part here in the monocot seed is the cotyledon, okay. So cotyledon are the specialized structures which surrounds the embryo, and these are also called as seed leaves. Because why they are called seed leaves? Because they are the first set of leaves which sprout from the seed. And on the basis of the number of the cotyledons, the seeds are classified as monocot seed and dicot seed, which I have already explained you in the video lesson. Then the last part is the endosperm. See here, in this monocot seed, this part is known as endosperm. In dicot seed, the endosperm is very suppressed. So you can't observe the endosperm, or you can say this endosperm part is very reduced in the dicot seed. In the monocot, it is very clear. See, this white part is known as endosperm, and endosperm occupies the major part of the seed as it is filled with the reserve food. In dicot seed, cotyledons, they are going to fill with the reserve food. See students, your next question is related to kinds of leaves, leaf venation, functions of leaf and modifications of leaves. So it occupies a major portion of your chapter, and it is not very easy to explain all these topics again with the help of detailed study. So I'll give you only a brief explanation of this here in this video lesson. And if you want diagrammatic explanation, then that I have already given in previous video lesson of chapter number 1. That is, I think, first video lesson of your chapter. So please replay your video. If you want detailed explanation with the help of diagrams, please replay your video and see this video. All the videos you have with you. Okay. So I'll give you only a very short explanation related to the kinds of leaves. So kinds of leaves, on the basis of the division of lamina, leaves are of two types: simple leaf and compound leaf. So simple leaf has single lamina which is not divided, okay, whereas in the case of compound leaf, the lamina divides, and from the edge of the lamina, small incisions are formed up to the midrib, which results in the formation of small leaflets on that single midrib. So that is why it is known as compound leaves. Then your next question is related to leaf venation. Leaf venation. Venation means the arrangement and distribution of leaf veins and veinlets in the leaf lamina. And there are two types of leaf venation. One is reticulate and the another one is parallel venation. So reticulate venation means when the veins are irregularly distributed in the leaf lamina, forming a network. Okay, that type of venation is known as reticulate venation, which you have observed in your neem, rose, pea, etc. Okay, and the second one is your parallel venation. So when the veins are parallel to one another, it is called as parallel venation. Parallel venation is most commonly observed in the banana, grass, many grass, etc. Okay, then functions of leaves, that is, leaves helps in the process of photosynthesis. It also helps in transpiration due to the presence of stomata on their surface, and it also helps in respiration or gaseous exchange with the help of stomata. Besides that, the leaves also helps in storage of food in some cases, like leaves of onion. They are fleshy and they store food. And in some cases, leaves also helps in reproduction, as I have explained you in the case of bryophyllum. And if you talk about modifications of leaves, then there are different modifications of leaf. First is leaf spine. In that, the leaves are modified into spine or thorn-like structures. Leaf tendrils. In leaf tendrils, the leaves are modified into thin thread-like structures which coil around the plant and help to climb. Then the next modification is scale leaves. In scale leaves, the leaves become thick and fleshy, as in the case of onion. Then insect catching leaves, you have many examples in Venus flytrap. The leaves are modified into trap for trapping insects. In pitcher plants, the leaves are modified into pitcher-like structure, okay, which are pointed downward, which consist of or which are lined with downward pointing hairs, which do not allow the trap insect to escape. And beside that, there are other examples like your bladderworts, etc., in which the leaves are modified to form sac-like bladder with a small aperture. Then your next question is related to calyx. So calyx is nothing but it is the outer roll of the flower. Okay, this green leaf-like structure. Okay, they are going to form the calyx. So calyx is the outermost roll of the flower, and it consists of small units which are called as sepal. Each green leaf-like structure is known as sepals. So 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 sepals are going to form the calyx. Okay, so calyx is nothing but it is the collection of sepals which are green leaf-like structure present at the flower's base. And this calyx helps in giving protection to the flower during the bud stage from insects, pests and diseases. And as it is green in color, so it also helps in the preparation of food for the plant through photosynthesis. So this is these are all your doubts which I have explained, and if you didn't understand even now, so you please replay the video and see to it. One thing I want to tell you students, asking doubt, it means you are going to ask the questions related to the explained topic. Okay, it doesn't mean that you are asking to explain the topic again and again, because it is useless to explain the topic again and again here. Already you have video lessons with you. If you didn't understand any topic, so replay the video and listen it again and again. Okay, so ask your doubts in a clear manner and in a question like form. Okay, don't ask explain this topic. It doesn't mean doubt. Okay, so ask your doubts in a question format related to the explained topic. This is all we have in today's video class. So take care and enjoy your day.